Oh, we're filming. Hey, it's One Take Terry. So what you get is what you get, because I can't edit very well. So I'm gonna try to make this happen, like I say, in one take. There are so many systems for cutting curly hair out there, just probably as many as there aren't systems for cutting curly hair. I mean, everybody says they cut curly hair. Every hairstylist who's not honest will say, I cut curly hair. And then you go get a curly haircut and your hair's tore up. Or you go see a specialist who's been trained and certified by Department A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Right? There's so many systems out there. And I get asked all the time, Terry, what's the best cutting system for curly hair? And I said, they all are. And they all aren't. I have not seen one curly system that works on every single hair type, every set of hair, or they don't borrow from another person's thought process. And do you wonder why that is? I did. But I started doing the homework on it and researching it. It's because the truth of cutting curly hair is the truth, whether it's in Diva Curl Cuts or the Raw cutting system or the Vortex cutting system or the Weedad cutting system or my very own open curl system. There are certain truths that have to be maintained to cut curly hair. Now, there are different flavors for cutting curly hair, different ways of going about it. Oh, there's also the Russo cutting method. So there's tons of ways of cutting curly hair. Now, I prefer cutting curly hair wet. Some systems will tell you that you can't cut curly hair wet, it'll mess it up. Well, I disagree. I cut some of my curly hair and I cut it dry. So really, I think what's more important than the system is the artist behind the tool. Like people tell you can't cut curly hair with this tool or that tool. Well, I disagree. You can cut curly hair with a razor if you know what you're doing. Your hair doesn't know what's being cut with. It only reacts to the stimuli of the blade that you're using to cut the curly hair. So the only thing that ruins a curly haircut is the hairdresser cutting the curly hair. So in the open curl method that we teach and we train in my salon, I travel the country and teach, we cut 90% of all our curly hair wet. The reason being is because we have a special way of mapping the head. We cut the hair where the hair lives, and we want to create a nice, crisp, clean point on every single piece of hair as possible without point cutting. We don't like to cut the ends of the curl blunt and dry, and so we can actually create the point where we want at any length in the hair we want, at any time we want, because the method that I've developed for cutting curly hair. Now, I have friends who cut Diva, I have friends who cut in the Raw system, I have friends that cut in other systems, and they all do a great job. So the bottom line is, what's the best system for you? It has to be what works the best for you. Because like, how many ways can you cook chicken? If you like chicken, there's 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 1,000 more ways of cooking chicken. What's the best? I don't know. So you eat it and like something and stay with it. So if they're not trained in a system and they're just kind of playing loosey-goosey, trying to figure out as they go, they probably haven't been trained. If they can't explain to you step by step what they're doing and why they're doing, and before they even cut it, tell you, if I do this to your hair and I cut this and do this, your hair will do exactly this, they probably don't know curly hair. So you need to take your time, do your research, look at the reviews, look at the people who go, look at their pictures and see what's coming out of the salons, because everybody says they do curly hair. We all know it's a sad lie. Not everybody can do curly, well, I guess it's not a lie. Everybody can cut curly hair. My client, her best haircut she ever had before she saw me was her 12-year-old son cut her hair. It was the best haircut she had in her life until I cut her hair. So anybody can cut curly hair, but not very many people do it well. So if you want a well-done curly hair, go to someone who's been trained by a recognizable system so you get the best results possible. Thanks, guys.